Good morning, everyone. Oof, it's a mess. Oof, it's a mess. Luckily, I'm gonna put myself in the way, and now it's no longer a mess. What's the proof that you have, huh? What's your proof? There's a night butterfly in my place. Happens. It wants to go outside, I think. I'll open later for you. Cool, these folks. Today is gonna be a day of learning. Now, it's not gonna be a day of learning like any other. Today we're gonna learn some pre-specialized tool. MC told us to do it, and yeah, makes sense. Okay, this is super dark. Yeah, MC told us to do it, so we have to do it. In this channel, we listen to MC a lot. They're there the most, and they always have the good advice. So they advised us to learn this specific thing, and we're gonna spend some time learning this specific thing. I wrote on the computer, so we should do it. Hopefully it's not gonna take us too long, and then we can get back to bandits or something fun like that. I want to check how much time we can stream today. I think it's gonna be more than usual, so that's good news. But yeah, I want to make sure that I don't arrive too late to work either. Let me check. This over there. Butterfly, no. So it really is a butterfly? Or is it trying to... Is it one of these insects that eats your clothes? I think it might be one of these insects that eats your clothes. Alright. Enough going around. Alright, our machine is live, that's good. Yesterday I didn't save its progress. Alright, just gonna check my work Teams meeting thingy. Dinner is at 8. Dinner is at 8. And dinner is at 8. So we're gonna so dinner's at 8. I probably need to leave work at like 7:30. So 7:30 plus 9 minus 9 hours. That means I could arrive at work at 10:30 theoretically. But I think I want to do some gym, so that means work I need to leave at probably like 10. I need to be there at 10, so we need to leave at 9:20. So we can do probably a good half hour more today. That's really nice. Half hour more of stream, folks. Just for you, just for you. It's free. Just giving it away. It's amazing. All right, folks. So restore session. No, we're good. We can start a new one. We actually don't need too much to serve the internet today. We need to pull out our notes, and we're going to need to think critically. 2 things we love. Not really. It's a secret, though. All right. Cherry tree. You maybe should spend some time as well organizing this stuff. Maybe we can go over the different things that we learned. Sometimes we struggle to remember what are the different things we learn. So if you want to connect to awesome stuff, the syntax is the following. Oh, 6:10. If you want to connect to I'm just saying 6:10 because my partner's alarm is ringing and it's early. It's not usually this early. Let's see how early she'll wake up. How fast she'll wake up. If you want to connect to awesome stuff, the syntax is the following. Service. So you put the service, H with the IP, P with the port number, and then you put the username and then the P for the password. Okay, P's port number, yeah. I guess it depends. Sometimes you'll have the P being capital P being port or and little p being password. I don't know. It would be easier if everything was always the same, but I think people got used to it, and it's harder to change now than it was before. To change host, so etc. Okay, maybe let's connect here. Sudo openvpn config downloads starting point. Hola, soy Eddie. This is our VPN. So our VPN's in downloads, and we just have to use the config file to connect to it. Honestly, it's super easy. Super duper easy. I kind of got used to it more and more. Got used to the more and more to the playing with the console instead of playing with the click and drags of the Windows system. So that's really cool. Like this is a lot easier. Sudo openvpn config this in one command versus having to click, drag, whoa, where did I save this, and etc. So that's really nice. If you want to see your domains, all your domain, if you want to see your list of domains, passwords, and all, go there. This is for brute force. We need to run AWS L3 the toppers that had to hug the box. I think this was just for a specific game. We can delete that. So to change host, sudo mousepad etc hosts. That's really good to know. What does this do again? What does this do? Do we want to go back to etc hosts just to understand what it was? It's kind of a reminder of what we did so far. This is very small, and this is definitely what they said. And so we're going to go into cd etc/hosts. Oh. Wait. All right. cd ect, and we're going to go cat hosts. We're going to see something cool. Maybe we can delete the toppers one. Might confuse us on some things. Well, doesn't matter too much. Not like we're going to use this IP address anyway, or this domain every time. It just redirects certain things. Okay, so localhost is this. Localhost is this. This is IPv6 of localhost. Okay, these first three are IPv4? No. IPv4? IPv5? No, IPv4, I think. And then these are IPv6. IP6, all routers. IP6, all node, okay. Kind of get it, kind of don't, but it's okay. We can do mousepad. I like mousepad. It's super easy, no? It's very good for newbies. So we can delete these. We did this box already. Cool. Save, yes. Oh, yes. Wow, there's a lot of things. Hosts, okay, cool. Replace it, yes, absolutely. Ah, right, because we should have put sudo. All right, let's do sudo mousepad hosts. Yeah, it didn't delete, it didn't save. Wow, clever, huh? You may harm your system. Yup. Cool. Password for Kelly. Wonderful. So, etc host is basically for routing stuff with IP addresses and things like this. for connecting a domain to an IP address. So we need to figure out how to make port 80 HTTPS to use port 80. Now, it could involve using endpoint URL. Okay, forgot about that a bit. This is the command to write to have a reverse shell. Create, okay. Let's go, let's create a node here. We'll call it reverse shell and listeners, because this is a pretty important category if you ask me. So this is something we do quite a lot. We've already done it twice on two completely different things. We can do this. It'd be nice. Can we bold and stuff like this? Yeah, we can bold. It'd be nice to have some titles and stuff like this. But I think we need a little bit more nodes before. We can also maybe do web hacking. I'm not sure what you think. Let's do some web hacking. Add node, web hacking. Oh, we can put it different colors. Oh, we like it. Different colors, that'd be cool. To change hosts, the web content is usually stored in this. A file starts with, we should add the, oh, that's really good. This we learned early on in the Bandits game. We've done Bandits for quite some time now, when you think about it. This works as connecting to stuff. Yeah, that goes inside. When the file starts with dash, we should add, yeah, exactly. This stays in here because it is connecting to stuff, right? So how to run the find command? You want to do find /type. Oh, find in all, right? I guess this connecting to stuff. Find unique queue commands requires sorting. Also has a sort function. Okay. Unique keys require specific permissions depending on how to use them. Using keys requires specific permissions depending on how you use them. Use cmods. Keys are kind of a way to connect to stuff. I like the here. Download can be done with SCP. Use P to specify port. Must be on attacker machine. SCP P220 Bandit 13. Private. Okay. When the key is available with the correct permissions, type this SSH to get a login with a key. Yeah, I specifies the key. If you want to spawn a new shell, so we're reviewing, folks, just for those that arrived now, we're reviewing a bit our notes from the previous hack the box exercises, or all the exercises that we've done. So yeah, just organizing our notes. We're gonna learn some new topics as well. So yeah, gonna be fun. If you want to spawn a new shell, you can go into bin.sh. Ooh, yeah, that was kind of fascinating yesterday. You can just go into bin/bin/sh, and you can just type in stuff just like that. This is like, you can cat, you can cd, you can ls. Oh, here we are in, I have no idea where we are. We're in etc. I think. Do we see hosts? H host F A B C D E F G H hosts. So yeah, we are. And now we can run. Can we run more commands? Yeah, probably is below. Clear. Oh yeah, I can type clear too. I can do, yeah, we can do everything here. cd home ls rm shell 2.php. Oh, can we remove multiple things? PHP. Shell.php. Shell3.php. Key bandit 17.txt. Probably no. We can also delete S3. S3. We can also delete SSH key private. Maybe SU connect too. Yeah. SSH key private. Oh, there's our date. There's our dot. Oh wait, we can't go back to what we just typed? Oh no. Or guess we can just copy paste it, no? So good to be able to just go back up and whoopsies. Control Shift V. Oh no, no, no. Why can't I go back? Okay. SSH key dot private and then SU connect. Cannot remove shell to the PHP. Oh, is it requiring a sudo? Oh, right, they were already deleted before. Or what? LS? Yeah, they've been deleted. rm a dot out. Index.php. Port. I wonder if allowed.userlist.password is. I think we can remove this too. Then we copied, these were some things that were copied from before. The user list dot pass. Oh, it doesn't copy either. WD. All right, cool. LS. Wow, so much cleaner. Nice. Cool. So how do we exit? Exit. Nice. Wow. So cool. So yeah, we can also run the terminal there. Just what was it that we ran? If you run a new shell, you can go into bin sh. It can be useful to execute as soon as you get into the machine. Example, ssh pass/p. Oh yeah. Example. Maybe we should skip a line here. It's for executing something. Yeah, okay. If you need to send something with a connection, do the following echo message and then you pipe it. That's really cool. SSH, etc. When you want to send to the listener, you want to do this. I think we already have it there. Reverse shell. It's a little bit more accurate. And do tomorrow Unix job control. So this is what we're going to do today, folks. We're going to look at job controls, which is BG, FG, jobs, and Control Z. Is there a video on that? Maybe you can just watch a video about it. Control Shift C. Control a process or job via shell. Control features include suspend, resume, etc. Maybe there's a video on it. Oh, okay, 2 minutes. Sounds good. Ooh, really
If you
cool.
have multiple commands that you want to run simultaneously, you might open a new shell for each new command. But actually, if you use Unix-like operating system, you can run multiple commands in a single shell session. Unix job
Ooh,
control allows a shell session to have one foreground job, multiple background jobs, and multiple suspended.
wow. YouTube's really smooth compared to usual. Remember yesterday when we were trying to play Celebration? I'm going to decrease your sound a bit. It's a bit loud.
Jobs. Normally, a command starts as foreground job, which is interactive and you can kill it with Ctrl C. But if you run a command followed by an ampersand, it will start as background job instead and it will show its job ID and PID. In this state, the job is still running, but it's not interactive. You can bring this background job to foreground by running fg command followed by its job ID. Also, if you are done with the background job, you can kill it by its PID without bringing it to foreground first. If you want to suspend a job instead of putting it into background, you can press Ctrl Z while running a foreground job. Now the job's process is completely paused and no longer running. After you pause a job, you can resume it using fg command. Now the job's process will resume from the point it was paused as a foreground job. By the way, if you want to resume it in background instead, you can use bg command. Another useful command we have is jobs-l command. This command will show all non-foreground jobs with their job ID and PID. For example, we can use the job ID to suspend a background job or use the PID to kill a suspended job. Now you have learned all the basics, but you might have noticed something non-intuitive. That is, when we run a background job, the job will still print its standard output to current shell. This might distract you when you're doing some foreground task, especially the one that uses standard output. One trick to prevent this is to redirect the output before suspending it with Ctrl Z, or before sending it to background with ampersand. If you redirect the output to a file, you can monitor it in real time using tail command. This way, you can monitor the progress, run another task in foreground, and monitor the progress again without interrupting the background job. If you have another useful trick, you are more than welcome to share it in the comment section. Now you can do your job in foreground with Vim while downloading completely legal torrents in background without being noticed by FBI.
Nice one. I didn't get anything. I don't know if you did, folks. I don't know. Kinda.
See.
So maybe we can do a live
But
demo.
if
We
you
can
run a
start.
command followed by an ampersand, it will start as background job instead and it
Let's ask ChatGPT to give us examples of. Give me examples of jobs that do not consume much power that we can run in the background to practice using background, suspend, kill, and everything. All right, got it. You're asking for example of lightweight background jobs. All right, sleep command, sleep 1000. It literally does nothing but wait. Nice. Cool. Let's do some things like this, folks. We're gonna learn hard today. Hardcore. 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 Did you ever watch The Office? Oh, GhostSec. What's up, Ghost? It's been a while. Hello there. Hope your stream went well. I have to leave you with the peeps. Oh, okay. Hi everyone. You have to go be happy streaming. Wonderful. Thanks, GhostSec. I have no idea. I have a new multi chat, so I don't really know how many we are. How many? So welcome everyone. Good to have you. Thank you for sending your viewers, Ghost, and have a good night. Um, so, folks, today we're doing some things that were recommended to us by a viewer called MC. Maybe you know them too. They're quite active on the streaming community for cybersec, and so we are currently learning about Unix job controls. Um, So Unix job controls, basically you can do some things in the background, the foreground, stuff like this. Hey MC. We can do some things in the foreground, in the background. It's really cool. So we're learning about it. And so we got this video and now we're going to practice it. So ChatGPT gave us some really nice, let's say mock exercises. So things we can run in the background. So we're going to do that. We're going to run them in the background. What's up, MC? Another day, another opportunity for you to be in the chat. Very nice of you to come back. Happy to see you. Yeah, we're doing what you gave us to the task that you gave us. So cool. All right, so just one and basically send something to the background. So let's do sleep 1. Let's sleep 10 and run in the background. Well, maybe 100 or 30, and then we do it in the background. All right, so now how do we access background stuff? Let's see how our sleep is going.
It will show its job ID and PID. In this state, the job is still running, but it's not interactive. You can bring this background job to foreground by running fg command followed by its job ID. Also, if you are done with the background job, you can kill it by its PID without bringing it to foreground first. If you want to suspend a job instead of putting it into background, you can press Ctrl Z while running a foreground job.
Oh, it's done? So what happened? Wait, what happened there? Are we still... Well, we're in the foreground. Why are we... Or did it move us to the background? The background is done and it slept 30. Okay.
Now the job's process is completely paused and no longer running. After you pause a job, you can resume it using fg command. Now the job's process will resume from the point it was paused as a foreground job. By the way, if you want to resume it in background instead, you can use bg command.
Job.
Another useful command we have is jobs-l command. This command will show all non-foreground jobs with their job ID and PID. For example, we can use the job...
Whoa, this is complicated. So, let's do a longer sleep. Can we make it sleep verbose? Sleep verbose. Does this work? No. How about sleep dash help? All right. Sleep. Use ping Cali. All right. Ping Cali. Nice. Is this unlimited? It's probably going to stop eventually. Maybe not. FG. Oh man, how do we get out of this? Goes until stopped. So stop is Control C. So how about we do the same? Ping Cali, and then we put the end so it runs in the background. Wait, that's not the point. It's running in the background, right? I don't want to see it. So how do I avoid seeing it? It's running in background, but you still see the output. So it's really nice when you go finish video to redirect it. Okay.
Job ID to suspend a background job or use the PID to kill a suspended job. Now you have learned all the basics.
So we can FG ourselves, or what?
But you might have noticed something non-intuitive. That is, when we run a background job, the job will still print its standard output to current shell. This might distract you when you're doing some foreground tasks, especially the one that uses standard output. One trick to prevent this is to redirect the output before suspending it with Ctrl Z, or before sending it to background with ampersand. If you redirect the output to a file, you can monitor it in real time using tail command. This way you can monitor the progress, run another task in foreground, and monitor the progress again without interrupting the background job. If you have another useful trick, you are more than welcome to share it in the comments that uses standard output. One trick to prevent this is to redirect the output before suspending it with Ctrl Z or before.
Okay, so we could send the pings to something, so whoa, 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 what the fuck? We didn't run anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's still going. Uh-oh. Folks, looks like we cannot stop the because we're working on the foreground right now, right? LS. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're fudged. FG. Oh, so now we're in the foreground. We have to type our commands really fast. Oh wow. Let's just Control C this. Oh man. Oh man doesn't want to go. Oh no. Folks, we lost our computer. All of this is MC's fault. Ah. Just type Control C. I think it's Control Cing the foreground, and this is running in the background. So how do we background this? Type FG again. You probably ran more than one job. All right, let's do it. FG enter. Running ping Cali. Control C. BG. BG. Control C. Oh lord. All right, we're starting a new shell. This one's done. Repeat it till it stops. You had 2 jobs running. Nice. Okay, yeah. This is complicated. All right. A little bit. All right, let's make it huge for your eyes, because we care about your eyes' health, folks. Now, so we need to ping I. Let's do it what he does. I mean, I'm sure pinging ourselves is a good idea too. Why YouTube.com. And then we want to send this to dev. No. Ping. This will become fatal error in the future. Destination address is required. You want to send it to a file so you can look into the output if you need. But you can't send it to dev.null, dev/null. This is what you do when you don't want something, no? Argument contains garbage. YouTube.com. Whoa. Whoa. That's offensive. Ping. This will become fatal error in the future. Ping. Usage error. Destination address required. So it doesn't really like ping that null. Excuse me. Dev./null. You want to send it to a file? Alright, so let's create a file. mkdir useless stuff. Okay, so we made useless stuff. cd useless stuff. Now we want to create something, so touch. Useless pings.txt. Cool, so we did that. So we can move this to useless pings .txt. What do you mean the address required? USE? Alright. Forgot the E. Useless pings. Alright. Destination address required. I needs a number. I needs a number. Right. That probably would have worked dev slash null, no? Okay, this is running. We can do BG. Or not. So if we want to run them background, we just do BG, right? Oh no, we should
Putting it
run
into
N to
background,
make it
you
run in
can
the
press
background.
Ctrl Z while running a foreground job. Now the job's process is completely
Control Z, then BG. Okay. Control Z. Suspended. So Control Z, according to this diagram, goes from foreground to suspended. Not the same as killed. Useless pings.txt. Maybe you can cat this. Use oh. Useless pings.txt. Yeah, okay. That's what we expected, no? It took 13. Is that milliseconds? I hope. Yeah, 13 milliseconds. Cool. Then BG. So Control Z was to suspend. So we suspended. And now we can do, so BG. Okay, wow. So now it's continuing in the background. Control Z and then BG. Isn't there a quicker way to just do foreground to background without having to suspend? And let's see if it keeps going. Maybe you can cat the file again. Yeah, it keeps going. See, this is the 26th one. So that's good. It keeps going and we can use something in the foreground. That's really nice.
paused and no longer running.
When you type the command add and. Okay, so we can maybe ping something else. Yeah, don't see this. It can maybe clear. Clear. Nice. We can run another command. We can ping maybe google.com. Google.com. Useless pings. Yeah, let's do it. And then we do and at the end, so it doesn't bother us. Oh wow, and it's running in the background. Because it's putting it in useless pings and not displaying it on our computer. Otherwise we would have a hard time. So now,
after you paused a job,
right,
you
because
can
I
resume
asked how we can put things in the background without.
The jobs process will resume
So yeah,
from
thanks
the
MC.
point
We
it
just need
was
to add
paused
this.
as a
That's true. We
foreground
can do
job.
it.
By the way, if you want to
Command
resume it
X.
in background instead, you can use BG command. Another useful command we have is jobs-l command. This command will show all non-foreground jobs with their job ID and PID. For example,
Jobs.
we can use the job ID to suspend a background job or use the
I muted just in time. Nice. Well, that was a hard sneeze. All right. So, useless stuff. Okay. So, there's two jobs running. And they're pinging two useless things. Okay. So let's cat right now the file. Cat, whoopsies. Go back to theater mode. Oh, the T made that. Cat. Useless pings.txt. I like it. And it's pinging google.com and youtube.com, no? Wait. Why do I only see google.com or YouTube or They should both be pinning this. Wait, 216. And now it shifted to... Whoa, something weird happened. Can maybe... They're fighting for the file to use... Exactly. They're fighting for the need to use... Ooh. Because they can't both write on it. All right, so that's good practice. Let's go to our background. Was it Control L? Clears it, okay. So they're both fighting for it. All right, let's practice and go stop these processes. So we can maybe just go into a background, BG. Job already running in the background. How do you view things in the background?
PID to kill a suspended job. Now you have learned all the basics, but you might have noticed something non-intuitive. That is, when we run a background job, the job will still print its standard output to current shell. This might distract you when you're doing some foreground task, especially the one that uses standard output. One trick to prevent this is to redirect the output before suspending it with Ctrl-Z, or before sending it to background with ampersand. If you redirect the output to a file, you can monitor it in real time using tail command. This way, you can monitor the progress, run another task in foreground, and monitor the progress again without interrupting the background job. If you have another useful trick, you are more than welcome. You can kill it by its PID without bringing it to foreground.
So we have to access these jobs. How do we go from there?
In this state, the job is still running, but it's not interactive. You can bring this background job to foreground by running FG command followed by its job ID.
FG, we need to bring it to foreground.
If you are done with the background job, you can kill it by its PID without bringing. Command will show all non-foreground jobs with their job ID and PID.
So to bring suspended to foreground, because they're not suspended right now. Say FG, but they're not suspended, no? Let's see, FG. FG. Whoa. What the fuck is going on? Can FG or I can Control Z? So now I sent it back. Jobs-L. They're both running. Oh, one is suspended. Well, I didn't do anything. I didn't suspend. Oh, Control Z suspended? Yeah, okay. Ah, I see. So FG continued ping onto Google. So now what do I do? What do I do to gain back the control on my... It's the FG now. It's in the FG now. But send to file. So you do Control C, but Control C is going to kill it. I think I want to send it back to background. So BG, no? So I guess I need to Control Z and then BG. Yeah, exactly. And then BG. Okay. Now, what we want to do is... How do we select the jobs? Because there's two running. Maybe I can just... When I type BG, job already in the background. So FG, running pings. Okay, so this is selecting number 1. It kind of feels random which one is getting picked. Jobs L and then FG, the number. Okay, because as we saw jobs L, we can see that there's 2. So we can select one or the other by putting the number. So FG, can we BG it again? No, we have to Control Z and then BG. Okay, so both are in the backgrounds now, no? Jobs -L, whoopsies. Both are running in the background. Nice. Let's just cat our file. Control L. Let's just cat our file to see if both are writing in it now. No, as we said, they're competing for the pings, so they're competing for the writing space on the server, on the file. So that's good. We like competition, but all right. So let's do jobs./L again. Ping I to YouTube. Ping to Google. I wonder what minus and plus means here. Do you know, MC? Plus and minus here? What do they mean? Foreground, background, Control Z. I don't think it's related to that. So maybe to specify which one we want to suspend.
The ID. For
I think if you
example,
type
we
FG
can
right now, Google will select. Oh. Because it's plus. FG. Google. Yeah, you're right. Nice. Control Z. And then BG. Nice. Okay. Cool. So now let's suspend them.
and use
Let's
the job
kill
ID
them.
to suspend a background job, or use the PID to kill a
Good
suspended job. Now you have learned all the basics, but you might have noticed something non-intuitive. That is when we to kill a suspended job. Now you have learned all the basics, but you command will show all non-foreground jobs with their job ID and PID. For example, we can use the job ID to suspend a background.
Okay. Kill. Stop. Okay, wow. Is it still job number 2? Yeah, it's still job number 2. It kept its ID. So jobs L. I think we definitely need this into our. Is this the end of the board?
Job, or
Yeah.
use the
So folks, we're gonna take a screenshot of this and have it referenced in our notes. Wasn't this working? Oh, task manager. That's not what I wanted. How do I take a screenshot? Entire screen, select a region, capture the mouse pointer. No, you won't. Shell selection, all right. There we go. Save, copy to the clipboard. Well, that's really complete, huh? I like, I'm starting to really like moving around in Linux. Save. Nice. I'm starting to really like Linux and moving around and stuff, and I don't know, I find like the UI is good. There's not too much to it, but what there is good. And all of this is free. It's kind of wild that we can just run a computer for free. Like all the software is free. Isn't this insane when you think about it? I find it wild. All right. So let's run a few more things just to make sure that we got it. Let's run. What do we run here? We run jobs that L stop kill. No, we're good. Jobs L. No, we want to run. We want to understand. Foreground, background. We wanted to run the two things, ping Google, but this time use 2 because I think the 2 we're not having the best time competing with each other. Sorry. Something was hurting. So, run in listener and connect to it. Okay, let's do that. That's a great idea. Thank you, MC. So run a listener. So NC LVLP. Okay, we can do what the fudge did I do? So a listener runs like this. NC hiccup 92, and then we put it in the background. Sounds good. So it's listening. Oh, that's cool. So it's listening and it's in the background. And now how do we send a message? Ooh, so we're gonna echo. Hello. CD. And then we're gonna close. And then we're gonna send it using NC, I guess. Cali 9002. Ooh, and then we get unknown, and then hello CD was from the listener, right? How about if we suspend the listening job? FG suspended. So what if we run the same? Okay, so it's suspended now. FG. Okay, we kind of lost it. Control Z. All right, so now jobs L. The fudge. Suspended. Paying YouTube. Ooh. Wonder why we still get it. It's suspended. Should have been killed, no? These two jobs. Can I kill all? Suspended. So suspended the Kelly. How do we bring it back to not being suspended? So BG4. Job 4 not found. BG4 not found. Why not? Done. What does it mean done? And over. Oh, that's weird because we killed these and yet they're still there. Kill one. Failed. Operation not permitted. Okay, it's maybe not a good idea to kill one. Maybe that'll kill our machine or something. Kill. Ooh, okay. 18492. Wow, why is it so high? So jobs /L. Signal. See, it's still there. The fuck? It was killed. Not suspended, it was killed.
PID to kill a suspended job. Now you have learned all the basics.
I think the thing you need to kill to do a suspended job, and yet it's not working. The fudge? It's like a zombie thing. It still lives after having been killed. These are process IDs. So they're no longer active, but they're set suspended, not killed. Okay. I guess we need some practice with it. I think we need some practice with it to be able to understand it more. So we do have a listener and everything. We've learned how to do that. Move it to the background. So that's good. Do we need to learn more things? I think a little bit more. Linux processes init fork exec. See if it killed it yet. Okay. So we're gonna do it again. No, right? Not killed. Kill 2007. Oops. Yeah, it's still there. It might die when you bring it to foreground. Yeah, that's the thing. That's foreground. Can I foreground? Hello is there. continued NC. So now I can still ping it. FG. Okay, this we spend it. FG again. And then kill. Kill 24, no 26, 411. Oh, wait, what? What is it struggling with? Control C. Now jobs L. Okay, we have fewer. We got rid of one. That's good. So I guess we have to foreground them all. FG. Can I do all? Jobs not found. Useless.pings.txt. Useless pings.txt. Okay, so it's trying to foreground some jobs running into useless stuff, I think. So FG 18492. Job not found. Kill 9. Kill 9 and then 18492. Oh, what happened? Why did you, when you added 9 it did more? Kill. Help. Man, kill. Kill, send a signal to a process. Kill option PID. So what did 9 do here? Oh, there we go. Kill 9. Kill all processes you can kill. Wow. Nice. Translate number 11 into a signal name. Kill L. Okay. Kill L is a forced one. Okay. Noise. Q. Kill L9. Kill L9. Kill. Alright. Jobs. Switch L. It's a force kill. Okay, cool. So we killed everything. Slaughter them all. Linux crash core, data stream, STD, STDL, STDR. Do you guys know all this? Standard out, standard in, standard dir. Stop and then bash job signal, bring jobs back to the... I don't know. I think I'd rather learn by practice, honestly, than watching these videos. Reverse engineering 101. Everything is open source if you know reverse engineering. Oh, that looks like fun. Low level. There's so many videos and they're very successful. People are very interested in this. Next hero. Everything is open source if you know reverse engineering. That's a good title. Everything is open source. Nice. I almost want to click on it. Managing processes in Linux, jobs F sheet, none. Okay, so, we kind of get it. I think for our level, it's good. Should we do a bandit exercise? I think that'd be fun. I should definitely do an animation for when people do a what's it called? A raid. This would be very helpful. I need to upgrade my game a little bit more. Cool. Reverse shells. We want to do reverse shells, maybe? Nope. We want to do over the wire. All right. So now we've set up all this. We've done level 20 to 21, right? And we have a bit more than an hour. So what do we want to do, okay, we want to open in our cherry tree, the bandit game. Okay, this one, I don't think we need it anymore. We've done it. Maybe we can keep it. Who knows? So 21. Cool. We have the password for it. Nice. I think we're getting into the challenging levels here of bandit. So we want to do SSH report. All right. Seems like we have it set up for ourselves. Bandit 21. Wow, that's advanced stuff. Enjoy your stay. Who am I? Cool. Clear. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Folks, we're going to do Bandits. If you don't know Bandits, it's a game by overthewire.org. A great game where we hack into each level one by one and get some passwords and then log into the next level. And it's really fun. It taught us a lot of things and it's fun. And definitely recommend it if you have some time, if you have the patience. And then yeah, we're gonna do some levels as well. So yeah, feel free to come back to it another time or watch along, enjoy the show. Cool. A program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron, the time-based job scheduler. Look into etc cron-d for the configuration and see what command is being executed. Okay. All right, let's do it. So cd /etc/ all right, let's just go ctc ls. Okay, there's a few things. See what command is being executed. Ooh, cron-d. All right, let's go. We see it. Cron.weekly, cron-d. All right. So let's just go look at the different commands that are suggested here. We can probably understand a bit better what they do. What is cron? Let's just look at what is cron in Linux. What is cron in Linux? Do you folks know? Sure, MC knows. Do others also understand? Cron is a shell command for scheduling a job. Cron is a shell command? Sorry. Cron is a shell command for scheduling a job. i.e. command or shell script to run periodically at a fixed time, date, or interval. Nice. Yeah, very important for hacking. I think we learned this on Hack the Box a while ago. Feels like a while, but we've only been streaming for 2 months only. September, October. Yeah, just 2 months. So, yeah, we haven't started that long ago. etc cron. C-R-O-N. Okay, that doesn't work. So let's look at the manual. Okay, so cron is for scheduling something in Linux. To run periodically a fixed time, date, or interval. Got it. See what command is being executed. So can we just cat the file? Could this be done? Cat cron.d is a directory. All right, let's go into it. cd cron.d ls. Ooh, it's running a few things. Leviathan. What was Leviathan? We looked at it yesterday. It's a Bible monster, right? It's a monster from the Bible, yeah. I just noticed this. We're hackers and we're good looking. We are the 1%. Nice. Yes, you are good looking, I'm sure. Cron D. Cool. So what is it? Where is it running? Look into for the configuration. look into NTC cron D for the configuration and see what command is being executed. So, can we cat cron drop bandit 22? Okay, so it's rebooting. Reboot bandit 22. User bin cron drop bandit 22.sh. What are sh files? What are sh files in Linux? sh files in Linux is an sh file in Linux is an executable shell script containing a series of commands that will run sequentially. It's commonly used to streamline complex operation, automate tasks, and run programs. Understanding how to create and run a shell file is crucial when you're managing a Linux system. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we are managing a Linux system and we need to understand this. Nice. So sh, so it's an executable. It's a shell script, and it moves into reboot bandit 22 dev/null. Okay. What does a reboot command do? Do you know? Reboot. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Man reboot. Power off, rebold, okay. You can also do help, halt. Power off the machine when either halt or power off is invoked. This operation is ignored when reboot is invoked. Okay. Reboot the machine regardless of which one of the three commands is invoked. Okay. Force immediate power off, halt or reboot. Okay. So there's different things. There's halt, there's power, there's reboot, and yeah, it's complicated. Tough one. Power off, reboot, halt be used to power off. Halt machine. Power off, reboot, force. Okay. So there's three. There's halt the machine. What is the difference? All right, folks, we're going on a little bit of a tangent here. I think it's important, though, to know. If you know, then you're a genius. If you don't, then you're going to learn with me. Power off, reboot, and halt. Halt. Sounds German, no? Halt stops the CPU but leaves the systems powered on. Isn't it like stopping the heart? Often a living system in a powered on state. Primary purpose for low-level maintenance when you need the hardware on but the system stopped. Note, on older system with specific options might also perform a full shutdown. Huh. Purpose shuts down the system and turns off the computer completely. It's similar to pressing the physical power on a button. Okay. A full shutdown, reboot, restarts the system. That's pretty clear. Halt is very interesting though. So let's do the following. I need to take a little break, folks. We are going to go on Paint. What is it called? Paint? Or Pinta? I'm going to go on Pinta. Please run. I spent some time creating you. Okay. Pinta. And we're going to write some text. Back. Write this in white, can we? Back in 10, 7, 25. I need a quick break, folks. This is tiny. the fuck is this? This is tiny. Where's Pinta? Where did it go? It was right there. Pinta. Seven 25. Let's take this in white. Make it larger. Weehoo. Select. Back in 10, 725. Hope that's clear. I'll see you folks in several minutes. Sorry, I need to take a break. Be right back. Folks, we're back. I thank you very much for your patience. Good, we're back at 7:24. Haha, that's good. Let me raise up the camera once again. Whoops. How to get back the camera? Webcam, come back up. No. Webcam, did I put it too low? Wait, how do I get the camera back up? Oh, do set color at source. Transform. Flip horizontally, no. Order. Move up, move down. Move up. Shoot, how do I do this? I moved it too low. No, the webcam, come back. We miss you. We didn't mean to completely exclude you. Blend will add subtract blending method and the disable show transition. OBS is so good. Again, it's like one of these free software. You're like, how the fuck is this free? Like, open source is incredible. I'm not sure if all open. I once got corrected pretty harsh on this. About I made a post once on LinkedIn about saying how open source was free and it was good, and what were the bad things about it. And I got corrected. Actually, the open source is not free. You shouldn't assume that it is. You know, people on LinkedIn, that's how they speak. All of them. They're like, good job on getting this promotion. Things like that. Never interesting stuff. Don't recommend going on LinkedIn unless you have to, unless you're looking for a job. But yeah, I really don't like LinkedIn, folks. So webcam, we're creating another one. We deleted it because yeah, we lost it. Logitech, there we go. We're here, we're back. So yeah, LinkedIn's a bit toxic, but hey, what's new? We're not learning anything new by saying this. Back at 7:25, we're back at 27, kind of. Our face is back at 27. We can discard this. And we can observe penguins for a little bit. Or we can actually hack some stuff. Let's hack some stuff. Much more fun. So, halting basically stops the CPU. Powering off just powers off the computer, and restarting powers it off and then restarts it. That's reboot. Cool. We have this. Okay, so power off. Why are we looking at power off again? What draws off on this tangent? Because we need to understand reboot. Right. We're trying to understand what the fuck was going on here. Reboot 20 bandit 22. Can I just do reboot? What the fuck did I do? Reboot. User bandit is logged in on SSH. User bandit 5 is logged in on SSH. Are these all the simultaneous? Please retry operation after closing inhibitors and logging out other users. Whoa. That means that, is that all the people that are currently doing bandits? Wow. I think it is. Oh, someone's doing bandit 1. So cute. Bandit 3. Bandit 25. Damn, that's the highest, I think. 16. 23. 23, is that us? We're on 21. Are we seeing ourselves? Bandit 21. We don't see it. Maybe because we're the one doing it. All right, so clear. Let's start over. Clear. Nice. So we're in cron D, and then we can see different commands being run. One of them likely contains the password. Now I see there's another directory there, and I'm a little bit tempted to go in there. But let's read the instructions one more time. A program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron, the time-based job scheduler. Look at cron T for the configuration and see what is command is being executed. So let's go back. I want to go back one more time to cron job bandit 22 just to understand what, like how often is it being, how are jobs basically created? There's okay. So how jobs work, there must be something like a trigger, right? Because jobs are done automatically on triggers based on intervals or anything like this. And then once this interval has passed, then you get to, then something has to be executed. So I guess there's two pieces to it really. Number one, the execution, the command execution, and number two, the actual command. I guess number one, the scheduler, and number two, the command execution. So if we're gonna go through this, cron job bandit 24, we must understand a bit more about this. Man page 3 resets PW job. There's a few things. Can I LSA? Okay, so it shows the different one. The hidden ones too. Placeholder is hidden. Can I show file all file slash ls a file. Let's try this. No, we can't do that. File ls, oops. LSA, where we need the A here, the dash. Yeah. So we can't do that. I wish we could, just to try to understand what type of file everything is. Let's ask ChatGPT. If LSLA file star, okay. Oh. MC easier and faster. LS slash LA. Okay, this is what we're looking for. LA. LS slash LA. It's the best. It's like LS but improved. Let's put it in our notes. LS but better. LS slash LA. Thank you. Thank you, MC. LS slash LA dash LA. And then we do file. Oh. LS LA file also. Okay. Their regular file. No read permission. No read permission. Okay, so we can only read all of these. That's useful. System stat. I don't know what this does. Do we want to try to read system stat? Cat system stat. You don't see much. Let me just switch that. Stat. Okay. So we're going to switch here, bandit, or we're shuffling things around here, folks. There we go. And here. Hoop. There we go. All right. So cat system stat. It's probably not written like this. It's systat. Also, that pip was bad, but got the output of file. What is a pip? Also, that pip was bad, but got the output of the file. sysstat, right? Okay. The first element of a path is a directory where the Debian SA script is located. Activity reports every 10 minutes. Root command debian v sa1 dev null and debian sa11. Additional run at 2359 to rotate the statistics file. Okay. Also, that pip was bad but got the output file. Okay. What is pip? And we can do pip install on Python quite a lot. Not sure what pip is, MC. Pipe, okay. That pipe was bad, but got the output of the file. So file all is good anyway. File all. Yeah, file all works. Nice. File all, okay. So we have different things. So we need, okay, so we need to do different things. Behemoth for cleanup. A regular file, no read permission. All right. Regular file, no read permission. Cron bandit 22, bandit 23, cron bandit 24. Okay, so these are all files. Maybe we can read a few more. Cron job bandit 24, we already read it. There's not much significant in there. Just kind of wondering how we get the password. I think it's one of the first times we're not really sure. So cron.d for configuration and see what his command is being executed. So we read stimsat. We know that every 10 minutes, root command debian sat dev null is being sent to the dev null and debian sa1. And we're supposed to intercept a command and run it into our own file or something. Maybe. I mean, I think the answer is in cron job. Whoops. Not typing the right stuff. So cat cron job / bandit 22. Okay, so reboot bandit 22 user bin cron job bandit 22.sh goes to dev null. What does this do? Bandit 22 user bin cron job. It goes in the background. It runs in the background. Ooh, and then goes to dev null. Ooh, look at us, MC. After practicing this, we understand that this goes in the background and moves to dev.null, so we never ever see it. User bin cron job bandit sh22sh and dev null. Yes, you looked at it once. Not that, but you looked at the file. You saw something that was good? You think this is interesting? This is what you mean? 55.5, 10, root command, v debian sa, dev null. Debian sa111. Root command debian sa, dev null. Debian sa1. Regular file, no read permission. You're looking at it right now, it might be delayed. So what does the star mean in that file? It means all. You mean this one? Or root? Root is probably not what we're after. I don't think we'll be able to get root. But basically reboot bandit bin cron sh dev null. Here there's stars. This is the exact same thing, so this reboots it. I don't really know what star means in files. I think we should look it up. What do stars mean in Linux files? If you're using just ls with no argument, it appears that you are using an alias for ls to get the same output. I need to use ls lf from the ls man. Okay, that's not exactly what we're after. So does this mean file in a cron job? So what does the star mean in that file in a cron job? Okay, we should ask that in a cron job. A cron job. Asterisks known as wildcard represent all. For example, using 5 star will run every minute. Using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will run every minute only on Monday. Wow. Using 6xer means every second when seconds are supported. Comma. Whoa, okay. Cron, okay. Perhaps we should have clicked on that earlier. Those 5 asterisks mean, okay, every hour. Means every minute of every hour of every day of every month. Uh-huh. I see. Wow. So every day, user bin cron job bandit.sh runs in the background. Do you think that's our answer? And then goes to dev.null. What a useless job, no? So reboot bandit22. What does it mean to reboot? So how would you look at the file to see what it runs? How would I look at the file to see what it runs? I look at the file and I see that it reboots. I want to understand what rebooting a user means. Rebooting a user in a cron job, okay. I have created a user service systemd such that a non-privileged can manage a service. This works well. I want to restart the service at a fixed given time of the day, so I created a cron job in the user's cron tab. Systemctl user restart my service, okay. That's not what we're after. So when reboot, every time you reboot it, it also runs it. So at reboot and every minute of every hour, every minute of every hour of every day of every month, of every week of every month. Wow. This happens. Okay, so at reboot. Got it. Thank you, MC. That makes sense. So every time it's rebooted or every time, okay. Bandit22 user bin cron job bandit22sh. It moves to dev/null. So there is something at user bin cron job. We need to figure out what is being done on this. So can we cat this? Copy cat bin bash cat bandit temp. Is this the password? Is this it? Maybe. etc bandit pass bandit 22 tmp. I guess so. Yay. Yay, we did it. What did slash do? It moved it into there. Not over. Oh, yeah, okay. Felt a bit weird. So, not over, MC said. So moving it to dev null. This? What did all greater than do? User bin cronjob underscore bandit22.sh. User bin cronjob bandit22.sh. What did you do with ping 20 minutes ago? We ran it in the background. It is in the background, and then it disappears into dev/null. And you sent it to where? We sent it to the background. Well, here we just cat it in the foreground. There's nothing in the background, I think. You want to send it to BG? No such job. Yeah, we're not running a job or anything. You want to see the background? Is that something we should do? Let's go back to the instructions. Cron tab, use 5 to access this. We sent a ping to a file. We sent a ping to a file. If we wanted to see the result of that ping, we had to look at it. Did we send a ping? For me, I just sent a cat, huh? What if we wanted to see the result of the ping we had to look at? All right, one more time. Not over. What did you do with ping 20 minutes ago? We sent it to the background, foreground, stuff like this. And you sent it to where? Background, I guess. We sent ping to a file. Did we send a ping to a file? Sent the output to uselesspings.txt. Yeah, we did. That was just for practice. Or something like that. Yeah, I remember. If we wanted to see the results of a ping, we had to look at it. Yes, I agree. And so, cat etc bandit. So we need to go there and look at it. Yeah, okay. So cat etc. So when we're in cat etc bandit, it modified the file of temp. So maybe it allowed us to view it. 644. So that means probably read, right? So we have to go cat this. Yeah. I see what you mean. Cat. So that's the password. For sure. Because I'm curious here though. I'm curious here. So what just happened? At reboot, bandit22 user bin cron job. So basically the user bandit22 goes into user bin cron tab John. So this is executed as bandit2 of 22. Cron job bandit22.sh. Okay. And greater than dev null bandit22 user bin cron job bandit22.sh. Okay. And okay, background greater than dev null. Okay, so then we wanted to see what that job was. And so what it did. Hey Hiku, no cheap viewers, please. Viewers, yeah, I say it all the time. My viewers are not cheap and you do not belong here. Right, okay, send the output to uselesspings.txt or something like that. So send great pings to a file. Yeah, I wonder why that happened though, because all we did was catting a and sh. So, I mean, fine, I guess we did it. So bandit pass bandit 22 was written onto something temporary. So now we can just cat this and then view the password. I think we're missing a few lessons here, but I guess we did it. That was the most hesitant I guess we did it ever. Oh wow, it's almost time. I think we can still maybe start bandit 22. Bandit 23, excuse me. Wow, we're almost at the end of bandit. What are we going to do with our lives afterwards? Yeah, you knew 644 gave others access, read access. Yeah, you pretty much got it all. And that script catted 22 to the file. Yeah, kind of. It just, I mean, of course, it's a hack the box game. I mean, we're hacking something, and it makes sense that it gives us the password after we do the right things. It just never really makes sense for this ever to happen on a computer. And then when we want to cat something, then it opens the file up to you, and then writes a password into it. That just never happens. So that's kind of what disturbed me, because you cat something and triggers something. This is more to explain a cron job. It's still a progress to the next level. Yeah. I agree. Cron job. Okay, so this, we're good. We can minimize your window. Now we did 22. That's cool. 22 into 23. Is this the one? 21 to 22, we've done it, right? This is, we were at bandit 21. We need to go to 23. So good, we did that. Nice. I guess we can exit and move to the next one. SSH, port this one, bandit 22, 2, over the wire, paste the password, enter, enjoy your stay, who am I? Just classic stuff we always do. All right, a program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron, a time-based job scheduler. Look into etc cron d for the configuration and see what is being executed. Remember, here, oops, no, there's nothing in here. We are in home. We want to go into etc. So we're going to slash etc slash cron d, dot d, I think. Dot d, and we want to go cd. Oh, no, that doesn't work. No such file directory. Did I misspell something? etc. Yes, we did misspell something. That's why it wasn't showing up in bold. All right, ls, we have the same thing. Interesting. So cron job bandit 23, I think it's going to be the same thing, but a little bit more complicated. No, looking at this shell scripts written by people is very useful skill. Looking at shell scripts written by other people, the scripts for this level is intentionally made easy to read. If you're having problems understanding what it does, try executing it to see the debug information it prints. Ooh, if you're having problem understanding, try executing it to see the debug information it prints. Ooh, interesting. Oh, maybe we're gonna have to debug something. Okay, that's exciting. I like that. Cron. Okay, so we're gonna cat cron job. Bandit 23. Okay, so at reboot and every minute, this is being executed. Makes sense? I guess. Then we can do this. Control-Shift-C. This is being executed. We can figure out what is being executed. So we're gonna cat this thing very much. Up, V, Z. Okay, no, we don't do that. Forgot to press Control and Shift. This is why Control Shift and so yeah, just happened. Cat user bin cron job bandit 23 sh bin bash. Okay. Okay, so this is the command that's being executed every minute of every hour, of every day, of every week, of every month. My name, who am I? My target, echo, I am a user. My name, MD5, sum, cut D. F1, copying password file, etc bandit pass, my name to TMP, my target. Cat etc bandit, my name, okay. So let's run my name, who am I? So it's running this. My name is dollar, who am I? Okay. So bandit 22, I guess, in this one. My target is echo. I am user, my name. So I am bandit 22. And then MD5 sum. I think it's a, what is it called? A signature kind of thing. Like, oh, okay. So it's taking the signature from this. Then we get a signature, and then I want to run something here that says MD5. So hello slash MD5 sum. Wait, what the fuck? Cut. I thought I was gonna get an output. Oh, because I never finished the yeah. Hello is not found, can be installed with snap install hello. Oh, I guess we gotta do echo or something. Yeah, echo. Okay, and it prints out a and then it prints out this. That's good. And prints out a hash. So that's good. So we get a hash. So we get a hash. That's really good. That's what we thought here. So that's nice. And then we cut D. What does cut do? Cut, remove section from each of the file lines. Okay. Each line of the file. Cuts bits, bytes. It cuts characters. Select only these characters. Delimiters. Uses delimiters. Okay, so Q, what are the functions being used? D, so delimiters are these comillas. So it wants to delete spaces. And F1, okay. Because I think the output, hey, let me know what you think, but the output is basically, there's like a space, and then all we want is F1. So we want to select the F1. So let's try this. Let's try to run this. So echo hello, and then we do this. We do cut D, and the delimiter is space. Let's try to see what happens here. Cut, must specify a list of bytes, characters, or fields. Well, I think we did. F1. So yeah, this basically cleans out the information to only select spot 1. Instead of having to have all this. I'm not sure why this is there. But there's spaces, and basically it's selecting the first one. So that's good. Hello world. Should I change to that? Ah, yeah, we can do that instead of the checksum. Hello world. Yeah, it's like signaling hello. I wonder why we can't just get this. Shouldn't it supply 2 columns? I guess we can do F2. Okay. I think we get it. It's just weird that this would not give us 2 fields with like 2 delimiters. Maybe it could make a table or something to say that it understands that there's 2. I get cut is not made for that. F1, 2. It's probably going to show both, no? Hello world. But like as an array, right? This is an array. It's no longer one single word anymore. Interesting. I like this. I like this one. So we got to, I guess, in a way, reverse engineer. I'm not sure. So echo copying file password. etc bandit name. Okay. So my target is then showing a checksum. Okay. My target basically returns a checksum. Nice. Copying password file etc bandit my name to tmp my target. Oh, that's easy. Oh, we're reverse engineering a bit here, no? So we have to find out what my target is. That's all there is to it. Copying password file etc bandit my name to, well, can we just access it through here? I guess this is not gonna be, I mean, this is the easy way, right? We can just cat this, but I think it's gonna be blocked. My name is bandit22. Bandit22, yeah. So this is our password, right? We already know this. Or what? TRI. Yeah, okay. Copying password file etc bandit tmp my target. So I mean, it's cool. It's not what we want. We want to figure out 23. We want 23, not 22. 23 permissions denied. That makes sense. And so we want to do 23. That makes sense. So yeah, it makes sense that we do not have access to that. Otherwise, it'd be like we wouldn't need to run this. So folks, we figured out how to do it. So we need to figure out the hash of echo. We need to basically run this echo I am user bandit 23. Then we run this into our encryption algorithm or hashing algorithm, MD5 sum. And then we want just we want just the first part. So cut D F1. So this is our hash. And now we need to basically see it into tmp / this. No such file or directory. I mean, it runs every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month. So, I mean, it should show. No such file or directory. So did we do something wrong here? I am user my name bandit23. Did we answer a space that wasn't there? Can't just tmp file. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, thank you. Just realizing that cat. Oh. Cat. Oh, there should be a slash, I think, before. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. All right, that was easy. Way too easy. MCI and the viewers are just way too smart for this. 23. All right, no need to make it bold. I just seen others struggle way more. That had more experience. Yeah, really? You've seen a lot of people do bandits? Oh yeah, almost everyone on InfoSec list does it at some point. Oh really? Nice. It's like a rite of passage, Bandit. I mean, I get it. It's really fun. It's really good. So Bandit 23. All right, 23 to 24. This one made a lot of sense for me. I don't know why. A program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron, the time-based job scheduler. Look for it. Look in etc cron d for configuration and see what command is being executed. A program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron, the time-based job scheduler. A program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron, the time-based job scheduler. Look into etc cron d configuration, see and what command is being executed. Okay, cool. Classic stuff. I guess it's the last one in the series of cron because I just saw I just saw 3 at the first one. etc slash cd cd slash etc slash cron. Wait, so how do you do it? No, cron oh cron dot d ls. All right, 24. Yep, last one. So job. Okay, so we should do what we usually do, which is to cat it. Cat cron job underscore bandit 24. So every day of every hour of every minute. Excuse me, every month of every week. No, every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month. Bandit 24 user 24 is being run. Okay, by Bandit 24. So user bin cron job. Ah, okay, I get it earlier. Can I get a bit? Okay, I can get a bit more. Okay. So we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna clear, and then we go do this. Where do we go? Do we cd it? Do we cat it? We cat it. Permission denied. Wonderful. So let's go to before cat. Okay, so this, and we can't see it. You're not user 23. Oh yeah, true. Hehe. Thank you. Exit. SSH bandit 23. Oh. Did we ever type the password? Yes, we did. Why is this taking so long? I don't know if we copied it. Okay. Who am I? And clear. Nice. We'll never know who we are. Thank you, MC. All right, so we need to go back to go where we usually go, which is cd into etc slash cron, no h, cron.d. Yay. Now we want to ls and cat cron job bandit 24. All right, cool. Cron job bandit 24 and dev null. Cool. So every day of every hour that you do this, and now we copy this again. So this we had permissions before. We could do this. Now probably this is limited to just viewing by cron 23. To just cron 23. So we want to see this. Can we cat this? Yes, we can. So my name, who am I? So my name is equal to who am I? Okay, got it. So my name is Bandit 23 or 24, I assume. Well, we'll see. cd var spool my name foo. Then we go into there. Okay. And then echo executing and deleting all scripts in var. Okay, so it does this. Ooh, algorithms. I like this. I like this, folks. Let's see it. All right. So for I n star. So for I n star, what does it mean for I n star? For this is about wow, this is about, what is it called? I used to do this over 10 years ago. Like series or suites, I think is how you call it in English. Suites. Executing and deleting all files in var spool my name. Okay. For I in star that star do. If I think we need to find we need to look at this folder to better understand it. Owner better. Okay. Wow. This is interesting. Okay. Executing and deleting all scripts. Let's go into this. Cat. My name. So we are bandit. Who does, so we know that bandit 24 is executing this. So we can type in bandit 24 here. Bandit 24. Food permissions denied. Okay, makes sense. For I and I. So it's a, what is it? It must be a list, no? And deleting all scripts. So scripts are marked for I guess. Scripts are basically numbered I. So for I, so you check all I's basically. Then you do if the I is not equal to dot, so if it's not hidden, what is the dash A here? Or, could that be an or? If just check what if does. Man, if there's no entry for if. What does A do? Do if. Is a command in do or if? Do this if handling I. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. If I, so if the I is not equal to hidden, and I guess dash A must be and dash I is not equal to dot, then, okay, so basically this if is filtering out whether the file that we're talking to is not hidden or not double dot, because I know that in some folders sometimes you'll have dots and double dots. Then you echo handling I. Okay. And then the owner is equal to this stat format u. What is u here? Format u. Okay. Dash I. And then you execute. Okay, so here you execute I. And then you do if owner turns out to bandit 23. Okay. I think I see it. Wow. Echo handling I. Okay, I don't think this is relevant. It's just speaking. So you're handling I, so you're handling the number. If the owner is equal to stat format U. What does that do? I'm just gonna chat GPT this. What does stat do? Is an optional flag that shows in several Linux. Stat appears the most common usage, meaning shows a summary of changed files for commit. Stat format, okay. Okay, U is the user and the name. So I think this creates basically bandit something. And it's... Yeah, it's the command, not stat. You're right. Nice to meet you, Fern0sec. I don't think we've met before. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. I think, okay, so you're right. Stat, here is the command. Stat format, it's not this. You're right. So I think basically what this does is this creates user is bandit and then the number. If user is equal, if owner is equal to bandit, then timeout. S960. 9, we saw it before. Doesn't it mean all? And then you execute I, and then you remove. What does fi do here? Finish if? Yeah. And then done. Whoa. I mean, that's cool, but how do we guide here ourselves? I think we understand this. So basically, if we recap here, do if I is not a dot or a dot, then you echo handling I, and then you say owner stat format. I don't think we can edit this. I'm just thinking, how do we access the password from there? Owner is equal to $sign stat format. I think this is supposed to handle spool my name dash foo. What is usually in var spool? What does var spool do? What does var spool usually do in Linux? I don't think that's cheating, folks. Just understanding. Is one of these lixirs that's easy to overlook but super useful once you know what it's for. It's the storage area for queued or pending tasks. Basically, files are waiting to be processed by some service. It's a waiting room for jobs that haven't been finished yet. Okay. So there are some jobs. So if we go back to here, every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month, Bandit 24 is executing the following thing. Cron Bandit 2420, the SH. So this is running every minute of every hour. Okay. And so what it does is user bin cron job is basically bin bash. Okay. And then it runs this. My name and it runs my name dollar who am I. So it could takes our bandit 24 name. Wait, bandit 23. Why so specific on bandit 23? So I think we're supposed to send, then timeout this /I. I think we're supposed to pretend that we're bandit 23. Echo handling. I assume you can't drop the bandit 24 using this private second as another user. You are bandit 23. Yeah, I see. So we are bandit 23. So I think and you remember what dot, yeah, it executes, right? When you say dot execute. So this basically executes I $, from the list of this, of 23. So we're supposed to execute our number timeout S, and then it removes it immediately. So I think we have to do this. But where is it putting this? Remove FI. So it creates it and then it deletes it. If the owner is bandit 23, then you time out, you leave it for 60 seconds, and then you remove it, and then you reinsert it. So if it runs every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year, then it's good. We should see it all the time. So we should go into the folder. And you remember what that you should do man timeout. Yeah, you think so? Timeout runs a command with a time limit. What does it do with time limit? Timeout duration, command argument, start command and kill. Start command and kill if it is still running after duration. So it is going to display it, and then mandatory arguments are too long. Mandatory arguments too long. Options are mandatory for long options. Okay. So basically, it's going to run this. If owner is equal bandit 3, then it's going to keep running it for, yeah, I think we got it, no? Fern 0SSec. I'll call you Fern if that's okay. Let me know if you're not okay with that. Fern, or if you have another name that you prefer. Fern, I think we got what timeout does. It basically kills it after 60 seconds. It basically does this for 60 seconds. Unless the time condition, and when the time condition is over, it basically deletes it. So if owner is equal to bandit 23, so we should execute this as our own owner for I and I. Wow, I remember this. I used to do this in school. Algorithms, oh my god. For I in okay. Do if it's not equal to I, you do handling I. If the owner is this, then you do another if. If the owner is bandit 23, then you time out, and then you show the I. So then it executes this. It's challenging, huh? But I think for this one, yes, it's challenging. We kind of understand. Can we just do 24? There's no way, right? Executing. So it goes into this. Basically, it goes into this. So you make this, you go into varspool myname.foo, which is something that we could, /foo, which is not something we can, no, 23. 23. Bandit, I don't know. No, bandit 23. So, no. So we can't user bandit 24, sh. The command it would be running in this case would be so we need to go into this. What is I? In this case, it would be 24. The executing would be the line 24 of this code. And in our case, it would be line it will be line 23. It's line 23 of this code, of this file. So I here is defined as line 23 of this line. I is defined in the for loop statement for I and I. Yeah. Yeah, so it's for number. So it is defined for a loop statement for I and I. What is the star for in bash? It's for everything. For I and all. This I don't understand though. That all. For star. So for all i's, basically, we go line by line. I think we can turn this off. It's day now. All right, for all i's, handling I. Owner is equal to $stat. Okay. If owner equals to bandit 23, then we time out S9, and then we execute I. So we need to find a way to execute I. So var no such file directory. Let's go into var spool and see what happens. cd var spool ls. There's no bandit 20 something. Can we go into, but there's bandit 24 though. It executes 23. So if owner is equal to bandit 23, we need to change the owner to us. Can we change the owner? I don't think so. Can we copy it somewhere and then change the owner? The owner here is, maybe you can check who the owner is. If you do ls all right now, what happens? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I actually don't know what happens. So bandit 24. So it's opening all things and telling us who owns them. Bandit 24 to cron tabs. I don't know what the star does actually in Linux. I'll ask if you don't mind. It means all, I think, huh? Star do in Linux, like, for instance, ls star. So for I and star, that means all files and directories. And all hidden files. Yeah. Okay. Plus and also the hidden files. Yeah, but then it's silly because it then goes into filtering them out. Oh, yeah, exactly. It goes into filtering them out after. Like, if I is not equal to a dot or dot, is the wildcard character used in the shell, not by the command itself, to match 0 more characters in the file name in the directory. Spends to all files and directories in a colon folder. It's just the same as ls, no? No, not exactly. Gives us a little bit more information. What directories always exist in a folder on Linux? What directories always exist in a folder on Linux? What directories, excuse me, always exist in a folder on Linux? What directories always exist on a folder on Linux? The owner, I guess? The owner? I actually don't know the answer to this one. Vars pool, it's okay. We have a big fat algorithm. Not big fat, it's pretty medium. All right, so I is, then we filter out this. I think the A means and, or. It should mean or. No, it should mean and. Or? No, it should be or. It should be or. So maybe A is here, I think it's or. You can see two directories are always the same. If you do ls la for all, you can see two directories are always the same. Dot and dot dot, right? ls la. There's dot and dot dot owned by the root. Yeah. These are two directories you mean, right? You can see the directories are always the same. So if you are looping over files dot, you probably don't want to do anything. Yeah. But I mean, I think we get this. So if you are looping over files dot, you probably don't want to do anything to r dot dot. Exactly. So this line is filtering them out. This we understand. Now, what is more difficult to see is if the owner is bandit23. What is the owner? Basically, the owner is the format of executing I executes. Wow. So let's think what this file looks like. Here's what I think the file looks like. There's I files. So the for loop is running over and over for every file. Exactly. Yeah. So the loop is running over and over for every file. It's running every 60 seconds, right? And if it is, and when it sees bandit23, it stops. So I think we should just run this fucking thing. That's all there is to it. We don't need to cat it. Should fucking run it as that. And then we run this shit. So var spool bandit 24. No such file directory. Wait. We're there. Var spool. Oh, we don't need to do that. We are already there. We can just execute it. Is a directory. Do we need a space? Wait, I want to run this shit. Isn't dash this? Run? Read the room task also. Okay. So the for loop, var spool every night. Read the room task also. This one. Okay. So the cron job means that bandit24 is running that script you found over and over. Yes, exactly. It is already running every minute. Yes. No, this level requires to create your own first shell script. This is a very big step. You should be proud of yourself when you beat this level. Okay. Keep in mind that your shell script is removed once executed, so you may want to keep a copy around. Let's put it somewhere. We'll make a temp here. Temp. Okay. So we're going to need to run this ourselves. That makes sense. Thanks, MC, for that tip. Okay, so let's start over here. It's gonna be a little bit more complicated than that. It's already 8:34. People are working to beat me like, oh, you're late. I'm like, yes. All right. So we're gonna need to run something. That's pretty cool. Should V. Okay, so name who am I? So this runs as 24. So my name should definitely be okay. Why is this? Okay, I can edit it. Okay, I can't go that way. I can't go up, otherwise it's gonna go up on the things. Maybe I can press Control up or something, or Shift up. Shift makes me go there. This. How do I go? How can I move this? Alt? No, Alt doesn't work. Windows. Okay, this breaks everything. Okay, I guess we're stuck with this. I and I. Okay, so fudge. All right, it's already running every minute, and that script is going var and then looping over the file in there. If the file is owned by you, then is okay. Don't tell me too much, Fern. Don't tell me too much. My name. Okay, we don't really need my name to synthesize my name. We can just delete that. We could have done it also before pasting it. That would have been smart. So my name is definitely Bandit 24, right? Because we're running this as Bandit 24, so that makes sense. Echo, executing and deleting all scripts in var spool. And then it goes here. But I believe this will var spool my name. Okay, my name was Bandit 24. What's like foo for I and all, and all I's with a dot. Do if then handling I say we freaking run it. For this we copy it. That's fine. We can always find it later. Let's see what happens. Probably going to be an error. All right, executing and deleting all scripts in var. Okay, so wow, it was able to go into this, into bandit foo. So so that's good. And then we echo executing and deleting all script in file band 24. Handling all. Stat cannot stat x dot. Or it cannot do stat format u I stat cannot stat x. Where did this happen? We want to run. Why is it trying to run the dot? Cannot stat format u. Cannot stat format u. I don't know what format u does. Where the fuck does it come from? We can just try to run it, no? Let's just try to run it on our computer and see what happens. What does stat dash format do? Excellent question, light bulb. Let's unpack this carefully because stat format is super handy once you know what it does. Example. Stat myfile.txt. So we can try to stat something. File myfile.txt. It gives a stat on it. And then u, basically it takes the u user out of the file. That's probably what it does, no? Access, modify, change. Let's just go and do that. stat to something, one of our files. Let's just open a new terminal real quick. We can do ls stat desktop. Okay, so u is, where the fuck is u? Oh, we can do stat u out of it. Stat desktop, and then we can just basically do this. Stat dash format desktop. What does this do? Missing operand. No such file or directory. What does you do? Cannot stat x u. I have to make myself lunch too today. Fuck. To go soon. If format takes an argument. Stat. I don't understand the $sign either. Folks, I think this is something we have to do tomorrow. We have to finish the stream now. And to make myself lunch and go to the office. There's so much to learn. I love algorithms. I love this. This is a real interesting level. Right now, you're saying use desktop as format. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's something wrong. You're right. Format u. Yeah, we shouldn't do this. Missing command. Try to stat help. U. And then desktop. Kelly. Yeah, because the user of desktop is Kelly, right? Kelly. So basically, this will format the owner of the file, which is you. Who's the owner of the file? Doesn't matter. This already does it. Wait, no. I want to understand this. Who is the owner of this file? No, this is not a file. This is a directory. So who is the owner of this? Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. Stat dash format. U desktop. U, and then the user is a format U of the current directory, which is, can I just put dot? It's root. So does this mean that root is here? 24 owns the script. Because it's I. Can you create files in foo? Yes. Yes, I can. But I can't read or anything. So we'll find a file now by 23, owned by 23. Yeah, owned by us, right? And then timeout and then return it. And to return the execution of that. And if owner is 23, with all content you wanted, with any content you wanted. Can you create files in foo? Guess so. Touch file.txt. Can you create files in foo? Oh no, I have lunch at the office. That's good. Can you create files in foo? I found a file now named by 23. You can create a copy of that. Any file of your choice into the directory. And if the owner is 23. With any content you wanted. All right, let's try it. Let's try it your way, Fern. But I'm pretty sure MC's right. It's not the right owner. So what do we run? So imagine there's a file you've just made foo. What happens with that script that you read? What would happen with the script that you read? So imagine there's a file that you just create in foo. What would happen with the script that you read? It would display it on my computer. Fern, right? Stat format U for where we are, and it shows root. It should show bandit, right? Now there is a file in what would the behavior of the cron job change? So imagine there's a file you've made in foo. What would happen with the script that you read? So imagine there's a file that you've made in foo. Okay. What would happen with this file that you read? Well, we didn't have permissions likely. Cat file dot. Yeah. We just created it. Because it's been deleted 60 seconds later. And so it did. So yeah, it's been deleted after 6 seconds. What if I do it real quick? So here it worked, but if I do it in a minute, it's not going to work anymore. It's going to be deleted. So, okay. So it means that we have to insert something that will be executed. We need to create a script. Now there's a file in var spool bandit24 foo. Yeah. Okay, so at some point, I was your file, yes? Yeah, I guess so. So we need to create a file that will retrieve this. Maybe add it to something. Add it to temp happy penguins. File.txt. Here it won't work, no? Yeah, so it's been deleted since. Okay, so every 60 seconds, this is gonna be deleted. So we need to create something. You're very right. So we need to create a file in foo. So touch a file in txt. Okay, that the file must probably say this. Can we just type this in? So this is running. So what is this doing after all? This goes into this, into bandit24 foo. In I for I, then for all the things inside of the library, inside of the folder, if it's not a dot or a dot dot, then it will echo this. Who does it echo it to? Echo handling format UI if UI bandit in 1023. Okay. If the owner is bandit 23, so if we create a file, then we time out, then it's available for 60 seconds. Ooh. Basically, this script allows us to handling I. It deletes everything except our own files. If you went to your home directory and made a file, file.txt, and you did /file.txt, what would happen? It would execute that file. So we wanted to execute something for sure. Then timeout, and it executes I. So execute our command. All right, no, I is our number. Do we just create a file and that's it? Okay, so the command would be file.txt. Yes, 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 yes. The timeout here is basically to make sure that the command ends. Yes, agreed. It's empty. So we need to execute something in here. We need to execute something in here. Well, we've been on this for over an hour. Folks, thanks for sticking with me. It's pretty late for you. So, cat file. So we need to create a file here. That file, if it's for I and I, then I dot and a. Okay, if it's not root, then we echo. Who does it echo it to? Who does it echo? I guess for to a user bandit 24. If the owner of this, if the owner of this thing is stat format U is bandit 23, if owner equals to bandit 23, then timeout S, and then you execute I. So you execute 23. So we wanted to execute 23. That's it. I assume the echoes are here for debug testing. Once it's a cron job, the output will be going somewhere. Maybe there's a bit more here. Whoopsies, we opened a new one. We don't want to. There was a second note here. Keep in mind that your shell script is removed once executed, so you may want to keep a copy around. Oh, this is super interesting. All right, so we want to create a file that can be executed. If the owner is this, then you execute it. Can you just display password? I think I know. Because there's a place where bandit password is 24 is being executed. So we basically need bandit to display its own password. Oh my God, I think I got it. So we have that. Oh my God. Folks, there's a place where we can do this. There's a place where we can do this. All right. So there's a password place somewhere in bandit. There's a place somewhere in bandit, and we need to make it execute this. And like, okay, not this one. Not this one. There's a place in bandits where all passwords are saved, where you can view your own password as yourself. Pretty sure there's another way to do this. It's just the one I remember. Bandit. Set binary, no. Look, Crondy. No, this was earlier. File name, okay, 445. There's a place on the machine where you can look at your own stuff. 11, 12. There's a place. I'm not gonna look at the chat and be reasonable. Okay, exit. There we go. Pass bandit 14. So let's go into this. ETC bandit pass. Control Shift C. GG level 0. Maybe. Bandit. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Just copy this. I think we can cat our own here. Bandit 23. Whoopsies, there's a space. Okay, so we can do that. We just have to say cat bandit 23. And it should return it within the next minute. So let's do this script. And we have to put it in this. Where do we put it? Where do we put the script? We put it in cron, right? So that it's executing. Or no, we don't need to. We should, it's going there. So we have to put it there. So we have to put this in there. Okay, so we put this in there. I write the script in a folder you own first. Yeah, I wrote on my PC. My PC is the thing I own most. And then you can CP it later. We don't need the. Okay, we can maybe. Okay, fine. We just put it in somewhere. I believe we have a place. But can we just create it? Touch. Wait, so what are we gonna need to do? Here it's gonna execute this and then, ooh. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create a, do we have to create a bin bash for this? Touch. Okay, you're right. We definitely have to create something and it should be on this machine. I think we have our own private space where it's like temp something. Wow, cd temp. Cd this, ls, tmp. Cd tmp, ls. All right. Okay, so it's in tmp. We have one that's called Happy Penguins, but I'm not sure if we can still write in it. cd. Oh yeah, because it's owned by another bandit, not ours. So we need to create a new one. Make dir Happy Penguins 2 dot. Oh wait, that's it. cd Happy Penguins 2. Whoops. cd. Use your temp folder to work in. Yeah, exactly. MC had the right idea. I'm gonna have to head off, but also remember that you can't see the output of the cron, i.e. so you can't see echoes. So thank you, Fern. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I understand. We need to put it back into our temp. Yeah, I got this. We need to send it back into Happy Penguins 2 somehow. So cool. Happy Penguins 2. Now we create two files. Touch script. What is it? Script.exe? How should I name this? .txt. var spool is what type of slash foo is a directory. Bandit 24. I'm trying to understand what the extension should be, the suffix. Spool ls a spool bandit 24, bandit 24. Okay. ls. It's definitely how to run at the top. It's definitely how to run with the top. I'm not sure I get you, MC. .sh. So I think it should be .sh file. Define how to run with the top. To run with the top. I think it's .sh, no? That we need to create. Yeah, that bish bash. But is it .txt here? Touch password 24.txt. This definitely needs to be a. So now we're gonna edit. We're gonna nano script.txt. We don't need to sudo or anything. Problem with history file. Yeah, bin bash. Now we need to do. Now what does it need to do? It needs to go into this folder that we have. Oh fudge. Maybe we should control X. Yes. So we need to go find this path. Oh, we need to bin bash. Or luckily you typed it. Tag bin /bash. Enter shift V. etc bandit pass / bandit 24, and we want to send that to the following place, which is /tmp/ my god, this is getting late. /tmp/ /tmp/ where do we go from here? /tmp/ happy penguins 2 dot /password 24 dot txt. I think this should work. Yeah, you can do that and then paste it in the. I think this should work. etc bandit pass 24, missing something. etc bandit pass 24. Oh yeah, it should go see cat. Okay, cool. So I think it's good. It's gonna cat this password and then send it to tmp happy penguins 2. Yep, 24.txt. Nice. Control X. Yes. Script.txt. Yes. So cat script. Okay, nice. So we're gonna cp script.txt into this. And then within 1 minute, we should have a password. Isn't this exciting? We can use tail password.txt to watch. Nice. Tail password.txt. Wait, what? Password 24. Wait, what do you mean? It's not showing yet. 24, yeah. I mean, hopefully it's gonna soon show. Tail F. It's gonna appear. Hopefully. Please. Come on. Come to Papa. Come on. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Come on. Come on, password. Come on. Oh, you're exactly right. Oh my god. Yes, MC. Doesn't have perms to write on it. Happy Penguins. We need to give it the permissions to do so. So chmod. $700. Is that how you do it? How do I give a user permission to write via chmod? Is it 700? Oh, come on, let's go. Chmod changes how you read the permission digits, like, okay, read, write, execute. So 777 gives full access, no? 644, users can read, write, others can only read only. Users can do everything, others can read, execute. It's 777 that gets the most thing, no? Fuck it, 777. Oh, it's 755. Now redo CP. Yeah, okay. CP. What do we need? We don't need to redo CP. No, that hasn't changed. Script.txt still the same. It deletes every minute. Oh, you're right. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Var spool. No, it's not this. We went too far. Where's the CP command? Cat script, nano. Okay, I don't know where it is. Just redo it. All right, let's do this. Copy. All right, come to us. Let's go. Come to us, password. 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 Come on. You have to come. Come on. I feel like a gambling addict. It's gonna come. Let's go. Password. Come on. Come on. If it doesn't come, I'm gonna cry. Come on. Come. It's been a minute. Oh no, it's not ever gonna come. Till F password. Come on. CP script.txt var spool ben foo. Should come. Wonder if we had to make a script plus X. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna come. Let's see if our thing is still in there. Can we see script.txt? I mean, we could check if script.txt is still in there, but probably not. Cat. Yeah, no such file directory. And password24.txt is still not there. All right, I have like 10 more minutes. And then after that, I really need to go. Password.txt. Cat. It's empty. Damn it. All right. Password.txt, password24. We want to do var spool bandit24. So maybe you're saying that there's something wrong with our script. Maybe. Cat script.txt. Let's see how their script is written. There's bin bash at the top. And then we say done. Because do is the done at the end. What do you mean making the script plus X? And I wonder if txt is not an issue. Chmod plus X script. Should I do that? Chmod plus X script.txt. Well, I don't know what this does. We'll see after if it works. Chmod script.txt. And then we do. And then what do? We do cat. And cat script.txt. We do script plus txt, chmod plus data.txt. What? Okay, so we just did that. Script.txt, we cp it again. Yes, now it should be good. And now we can spin the wheel again. Cat password. Yay! Woohoo! Yeah, MC, we did it. Oh yeah. Nice. Wow. What the fuck? Oh, take notes on what you did to solve. Oh, okay, fine. Nice. Well done, MC. Okay, so we need to understand as well what chmod plus X does. Bandit 24. Wow, that feels like some real hacking. Like, this was the first time where things was not given to us. And the password was written in plain text. But this was, like, we actually fetched this password. We had to write a script and stuff. Okay. So, how did we do this? Was it called moving around in Linux? No. Connecting to stuff? Kind of. Reverse shell. I guess it's kind of like that too. I'm going to put it in here. So, when creating scripts to execute, make them start with excuse me. We want to see script.txt, right? Cat script.txt. We're going to start with this. Script.txt. Make sure perms are good. Use chmod for that. Would let you struggle more, but knew time was limited. Yeah, thanks, MC. Yeah. It would have been nice to also see like the permissions and stuff. Yeah, time is limited. I need to get over work. Like, this is like on the edge. We did a Python script that would line line change. If we did a Python script that would line change, yeah, what would happen if we did that? Use chmod for that. Use chmod plus x. What does chmod plus x do? Just gonna quickly ask ChatGPT. What does this do? Fine, come on, tell me. Chmod adds execute file permissions for everyone. User group. Okay. For everyone. Yeah, okay, so the file was not being able to execute. This perms goes for all files, including the one you want to write the file to. Okay, nice. If we did Python script, that would change. If we did a Python script, that would change. Why? Now it just tells to use bash to run. Okay. Yeah, obviously it would change. Yeah. I mean, everything would change. Python's a different language. But we don't know if this server supports Python even. Includes a file or want to. Okay, I think we did the main thing here. We also understood this thing, the bash. Cool. Folks, I need to get to work. 4 minutes. See you all. MC, thank you very much. Silent viewers, thank you very much for being here as well. It was lovely having you. Now let me just see if there's anyone on infosec streams. There's your CyberDoctor, and that's it. So yep, guess that's it. We'll finish there. See you all. Thank you very much for viewing. Ciao, ciao. See you, MC. Thanks for being here.